Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to Feel the Snow. In the last episode, we were finally able to steal one of the eggs from the Grow's nest, and once we gave it to the witch, she gave us our brand new quest, which is apparently to go find the Great Slime. So we have to follow the slime trails that it's leaving behind, and it seems like it bounces in all different directions all across the map. We found some way over here, we found some way over here, I believe, where this little snow den was. And every single time I find one, it sends us in a completely different direction. So I'm thinking today, instead of following all of the slime trails, what we'll do is we'll explore a little bit more. We do have this treasure map way off in the darkness after all, way out here that we still have to go find. So I figured not only will that possibly give us something that could maybe defeat the slime a little bit easier, but we might be able to find some different resources too. So I've already stockpiled our potions, I have a whole bunch of baked hams for our little snow lady to eat, and I also made sure that we have some brand new stone armor on us too, as well as our double swords, of course. I always keep a spare sword in our inventory now after all of the troubles that we had before. So I guess I'll leave the door open just so that we can escape if we need to. I'm not too worried about our pockets getting full because we do have our teleportation device, so if we ever need to go back to put things in our chests, then we can just open up our portals and we should be fine. But we'll go all the way to the east, I suppose. We'll see if we can make it all the way over to this big red X on the map, and we'll see what sort of treasure is waiting for us. We have explored a little bit this way before, but so far we've only really come across one other unique biome, which is of course where all of those little boars are, and those goblin creatures too. So maybe we'll be able to find something completely new out here. That's the hope anyway. I know some of the recipes that we've received lately have had different items that we have not even seen yet in this game. So maybe somewhere we'll be able to find those lollipops that will allow us to make those larger health potions. But this is the place where we were finding all of those strange enemies, and there's one right now. Oh my goodness, and he is definitely not friendly. Okay, so this is one of those goblins. Did he drop anything in particular? I feel like we probably beat this guy before. Oh my goodness, he dropped is that goblin skin? Yes, that is actually goblin skin. But he did give us a recipe too, some stone flooring. Okay, so something that we can also decorate our house with if we wanted to. Now I think there was another one of them up here too. He does hit pretty hard with his club though, so we're going to have to be careful. I suppose I could block him. There we go. We actually can take off all of the damage that he deals if we block him with our shield. But let's see, we have a stone window too. Okay, a stone window. Well, at least that might look a little bit better than all of our crazy gingerbread windows. They did get rid of the Christmas update, I guess it was, so we shouldn't be seeing, oh my goodness, any more of those presents right now. But this guy, oh my gosh, that Grim Reaper guy, apparently he knows magic, and all of his little friends are coming out too. Let's go ahead and heal up, and then we'll try to get rid of this guy. He seems to have a spear, but I don't want to get too close to that other one because he can shoot out his little magic balls of energy, and they really hurt. Okay, so this is the kind of creature that would probably be best to take on from a distance, but unfortunately we do not have any arrows, and I think I definitely need to heal again. So let's open up our portal just in case we need to run, because now we have two of these guys here. Okay, so let's try to take care of this guy first. If I get close to him, it seems like he runs away, which is very good for me. There we go. We actually got him, and we leveled up too. Excellent. Okay, so there is another one over there, but first I just want to make sure that we apply our skill point in our defense, because that should probably help us quite a bit. And now we can see if we can maybe get rid of this guy too. Let's see if I can dodge these crazy balls of energy. Whatever he's shooting at us, I mean, they hurt pretty bad. A couple more hits ought to do it. Let's see if I can catch up to him and hit him before he does. There we go. Did we get a little piece of his cloak that time? I think that's what that was. He had some torn cloth. Okay, so that should probably help us make some sort of recipe out here. But the goblins definitely do drop us some new things that we'll have to pay attention to. So we basically have all of the stone upgrades now, I think. We have our stone floors, our stone windows. I know previously I was receiving recipes for stone walls and whatnot too, so I would imagine pretty soon if there's anything else for us to get, it's going to have to be whatever is a step up from stone. Let's see if I can get this guy though. He's kind of a little bit shifty. He's going around me in circles. If I can just catch up to him though, then it should be much easier. Oh geez, you're facing the wrong way though. Let's see if we can grab him again. I do need to heal up. but can I? There we go. We can actually block those little balls instead, but then I need to catch up to him again because it gives him a chance to actually run away, and oh my goodness, now it is nighttime. I do need to pick up that torn cloth, but I also need to heal because the big nightmares could be coming out now. So if we do need to escape, we can go back to our little portal and go all the way back to the house, and then we could actually heal up right by our little fireplace if we need to. But we have more of these goblins. These guys are a little bit easier to defeat than of course the ones with the magic, so I'll go ahead, oh my goodness, and beat that guy, but now the big nightmares are coming out. So if I just hit this guy as much as possible, then we should be able to take care of him. There we go. You know, it's actually not too hard to take care of those guys now, and they do give us a pretty good chunk of experience, so we might want to try to beat them a little bit more, I guess. The more we beat them, then the more likely we'll be able to take care of those dark zones later on. The dark zone was very, very tricky though. We did try that in the last episode, and they just completely overwhelm us. So I'm thinking that maybe we need to actually just focus on the shrine instead. I mean, we were doing quite a bit of damage on the shrine, but it just wasn't enough to get rid of it. Oh, I think we're walking like straight into a little goblin community over here. We have a whole bunch of them. Let's try to take care of both of these guys at once. There we go, but his little friend has come after him too. Okay, so we managed to get some more goblin skin from that one. I wonder what we can actually make with the goblin skin. I don't think we've received any recipes for anything to do with goblin skin before. I would imagine, like, I know the swordsman helm we need different parts of the boar for, so maybe there's something that we can wear, I guess? I mean, that sounds very, very strange, all things considered, but I would imagine that maybe, oh my goodness, we would come across some sort of different armor that we can wear that would give us a little bit more defense. This is a very, very large biome though. How far are we actually out now? Oh my gosh, very far. So it looks like we probably have to go a little bit further down to get to that treasure. So we'll start going this way instead and just go past all of these magic dealing goblins because I would much rather fight the ones with the spears. I wonder if they do have little goblin villages out here or something. I mean, there must be more to this biome than just goblins and rocks and stone and dry herbs, right? Let's see, how far away are we from it now? We're actually very, very close. Okay, now fingers crossed that this isn't going to be very hard for us to get. I'm not sure what sort of, I guess, trials they're going to throw our way once we do finally get to the treasure. I would imagine that we're going to have to do something, maybe fight someone, or maybe we're just going to have to dig it up, I don't know. I do have a shovel in hand just in case we do actually have to dig wherever this X is. Oh, what is this? What on earth is this? We have like little pots in here, a little box. Can I actually smash these? Yeah, I can. Okay, but it doesn't look like there's anything in here. I just completely ruined like somebody's little storage center. I'm sorry, that was probably for the goblins, huh? Okay, so there's nothing in those, but we are getting very, very close now. We just basically have to go straight off to the east, and then we'll be to wherever this, oh my gosh, this treasure is. What is that? What is that? Is that like a wolf or something? Oh my goodness, yes it is. That does not look friendly at all. You are definitely going to obliterate me. Oh my gosh, I can't even do any damage on this guy. Can I run away from you though? I mean, he's pretty fast. I don't think he's going to leave us alone, is he? Oh, that is not good. That is definitely not good. And now we're running straight into all these other goblins. Like, if I could only get around him, I wish I did not actually alert him to our presence. This is not good. Maybe if we could open up our portal and go through it really quickly. Now, he's not going to follow us through here, right? It doesn't seem like he can actually use it too, so hopefully he's going to go away if we just like give him a moment, and instead we'll heal up right by our fireplace just to give our snow lady a little bit of time to recuperate after that. That guy was very, very strange. It was like a giant wolf with a huge head, and we couldn't do any damage on it at all, so that's why I'm assuming that there must just be another better upgraded sword that we have to get next. But we're going to have to find those larger enemies before we can do so. For that matter, maybe we have to actually complete all of these quests and whatnot, or get rid of the dark zone before we're going to be able to do that. But let's go ahead and eat our baked hams, and then maybe poke our heads out again just to see if that crazy wolf is still there. Like, fingers crossed it has moved on now. Okay, it seems to have moved on, so let's see, how far away are we? Not too bad, but we need to go in like a wider arc, I guess, just try to steer clear of that crazy, crazy creature. I guess that means that more of them are going to be out here, though. This place doesn't look too different from the biome that we actually, oh gosh, made our house in, but I'm guessing that it's just so far away from our house that these larger enemies are spawning. Okay, this definitely leads to the north. Alright, that's interesting. So maybe the slime is up this way instead. Like I said, every single time we find one of these trails, it sends us in a completely opposite direction, which is why I'm so confused by that. I guess we just have to, oh geez, just focus on following that trail, but there are a lot of wolves down here. There's a little bridge down here. I mean, are we getting close now? Yeah, it's like right over there. Okay, so I don't see any of those wolf creatures in this area. Maybe that means it's okay? Yeah, we're like right on top of it. I don't really see anything different over here though. I mean, it's not being blocked by this tree. Let's see if we can dig around here. We'll see if we can go ahead and dig up some of these places. There we go. That was actually the treasure. Oh my gosh, it was right underneath this little snow pile. So let's see, that was a blue ring and it actually increases our mana regeneration, which is a little bit unfortunate for us considering that we don't often use the different types of magic, but I guess that just means that we're going to have to do that a little bit more. So these must be our accessory slots, so we can equip 2 accessories at a time, and right now we have a blue ring. I mean, we might as well use it, even if we don't use the magic too much. It's still better than having nothing at all. Now, clearly, this area is a little bit too powerful for us. I mean, once we come across, oh my gosh, those guys, then we don't stand a chance at all. So let's go ahead and open up our portals because they are absolutely everywhere over here, and then we will just steer clear of that area. At least we know though, that those are the sorts of creatures that spawn way out in the distance. So we know not to go down there until we have whatever new equipment that we're going to need to actually defeat them, because we can't even scratch those guys right now. They are way too tough for our little snow lady. So instead, let's spend the rest of the day leveling up, I suppose. I mean, I guess that would be the best way for us to go about this. We do need to find some sort of enemy that's going to be able to give us some more recipes though. The larger nightmares definitely don't seem to be doing that anymore for us, and of course the small ones have stopped giving us recipes a very, very long time ago. I mean, I guess we could try the dark zone again. I guess that is a possibility. I don't think we've actually defeated any of those monsters, or if we have, like, it's been so quick that we haven't been able to actually pick up any recipes in that location. We'll see if that's the case, and it looks like we have some more slime trails down here. I think it went south. Yeah, sure, sure it did. Every single time I find one of those, it is in a new direction. So we'll see. Maybe it's down here, maybe it's down in the dark zone too, who knows. We do have these tiny little slimes in this area, but they always seem to be sleeping in the nighttime, so I wonder if it's one of those things where we're actually going to have to battle this guy when it's the daytime, because the slimes are definitely not nocturnal creatures. I think it went south. Okay, that's actually a pretty good sign. That's the first time that these little slime trails have actually pointed the same way. We do have another skill point though, so now that it's morning, why don't we go ahead and put this in one of our different traits. So it looks like we can only level up to level 5 in our different mastery skills, so that's quite interesting. I guess we're actually done with sword mastery and shield mastery too. We could go ahead and level up our sword skills, our elusive rush and whatnot, but since we just received that ring, why don't we see if we can do a little bit more with the magic. So the ice ball, it stores energy to create an ice ball that inflicts damage and reduces enemies' movement speed. So I was wondering if maybe that would help us out here, because that would at least slow down these nightmares enough that maybe we could get around them and really hit that shrine. So why don't we go ahead and equip the skill too. We'll need to equip it down here so we can hopefully use it. Now, I have not used magic very much, so this is going to be a bit of a trial and error situation. Let's see if we can hopefully get this guy before he comes and tries to get us instead. Let's see, there's 2 of them right there. We did manage to hit 1 of them. That's good. So let's see if we can actually do that again, because we do have a little bit more mana on us. There we go. So that does do a pretty good amount of damage, and it slows them down enough that we might be able to get around them. So we defeated that guy, but unfortunately he did not have a recipe for us, and neither did that one. So maybe these guys are not actually going to have those recipes that we need. But if we could slow them down like we just did, especially these guys. The only problem is they are so fast that it's a little bit tricky to freeze them before they get to us, and it really doesn't last long either. Okay, so maybe that is not going to be the best way to take care of these nightmares. We could just go ahead and smack these guys, I guess, though. We can hit them both at once, but they're also hitting me at once. Oh my gosh, I don't know how the heck we survived that. Let's go ahead and heal up a little bit more. I wish I had one of those fire pits. I know I have one inside the dark zone itself, but that is a terrible location to actually put one of those fire pits, because you can't actually stand next to them long enough to to heal yourself. But let's see if we can hit this thing a little bit more. We'll go ahead and smack this shrine a couple more times, though unfortunately these guys just spawn a little bit too fast for us. I feel like we must be getting to the point where it's almost done though. I wish there was some way for us to tell if this was getting close to breaking. I mean, it's shaking a little bit. Maybe that's a good sign, but these guys are completely overwhelming us again. Let's kind of scoot out here. We'll go ahead and drink some more of our health potions, but we are almost out of health potions. So that is definitely not a good sign. We might have to go back to the house and make a couple more before we try to, oh my gosh, get rid of it. There we go. We actually got rid of this thing, and it seems like that made all of the nightmares disappear. What was that though? A mana crystal increases maximum mana by 1. All right, so now we have a new mana crystal too. Even better. So today was like the day of magic. We have our mana regeneration increased by 1 thanks to this lovely accessory, and now we're getting rid of this entire dark zone. Excellent. All right, so there we go. That is going to be completely gone from our map pretty soon. And now we know what sort of dangers lurk in the far, far off portions of the map as well. So we have done a lot of exploring today, and I'm feeling a little bit better about possibly going to find that slime, especially because those last 2 trails pointed toward the south. So maybe that means next time we'll go ahead and see what's beyond this barren landscape. We still haven't found any new biomes, so I'm not sure if there's anything else to discover, but I know there are still a lot of different resources that we haven't found yet just based on all of the recipes we have. So hopefully that means that we'll be coming across them very, very soon. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!